Top 5 Best Office Chairs for Gaming. Number 5. Fantasylab Big and Tall Gaming Chair. Fantasylab's memory foam chair might not have the robust customization options of the Secretlab and other high-end chairs, but it's one of the most comfortable options you can get on a tight budget. Fantasylab's chair comes with a bundle of features that are a delight to have at this price. The back reclines up to 160 degrees, and it can lock at multiple angles. You can also adjust the armrests vertically, though they don't swivel or detach like the Secretlab armrests do. The memory foam itself is the real draw, though. Fantasylab's affordable gaming chair uses a hybrid spring and foam structure that you typically find in high-end foam mattresses, and it offers an impressive level of comfort and flexibility, even if you don't use the included lumbar and neck pillows. Even though Fantasylab bills this as a gaming chair, the memory foam support and subdued style make it a suitable candidate for your office, even if gaming isn't a part of the equation. Fantasylab opts for a less is more approach with its removable pillows, filling the lumbar and neck pillows with a pliable foam that gently cushions your lower back and neck without shoving you forward a few inches on the seat. I like the velvet-like material as it doesn't stick to your skin or clothes like some of the faux leather supports do, and it comes in an unobtrusive black that blends nicely with all of the Fantasylab memory foam chair's color selections. The only downside is the footrest, which attaches via one screw to a metal rod underneath. The foam footrest weighs on the front of the chair a bit, so some people may find it's better to just leave it off entirely. Fantasylab splits this product line in two, each accommodating different weights and heights. You can get a chair that supports weight up to 300 pounds and heights up to 5 feet 10 inches for under $200. Closer to $170 if there's a sale. It's even comfortable for people around 5 feet 3 inches at the lowest height setting. For people who are considering big and tall options, Amazon sells a version that supports up to 350 pounds for around $200. Coming in number 4, Secretlab Titan Evo. The Secretlab Titan Evo is a luxurious gaming chair at a surprisingly affordable given the quality of its build materials, design, personalization options, and comfort. Secretlab implemented one of the best approaches to lumbar support we've seen in a gaming chair at this price point. The small bulge at the bottom of the Titan Evo's backrest can be adjusted with a twist of the knob on its side, making the support more or less prominent. You can even adjust the height of the lumbar support section. It features 4D armrests, which is Secretlab's fancy way of saying you can move them up, down, in, and out to find the optimal cozy point for your arms. This chair does away with straps for securing the neck support cushion, using a magnetic strap instead. That's a blessing and a curse, depending on the moment. The magnetic pillow is easier to position, but it's also easier to accidentally nudge off. As stated earlier, the Titan Evo wins big on the customization front. You can pick from over half a dozen color schemes, including patterns themed after popular esports teams. And you can also swap out your armrest covers at an additional cost if you want a different color. Secretlab occasionally comes out with collaboration chairs centered around a specific franchise or series, too, such as Demon Slayer and Minecraft. Whether you're after a subtle chair that doesn't scream gamer, or want something to broadcast your biggest passions, Secretlab probably has what you're looking for. Just bear in mind that these collaboration chairs usually run about $100 more than the standard chairs. If you have cats or other sharp objects in your space that could jeopardize the chair's hybrid leatherette coating, you may want to invest a little bit more and get the plus fabric covering. The pricier fabric option is less prone to tearing, and it tends to stay cooler during longer sessions. In terms of sizing, Secretlab branched out with the latest Titan Evo models, offering 3 size options. The small size is suggested for people who are under 5 feet 6 inches tall, regular is for folks who are in the height range of 5 feet 7 inches to 6 feet 2 inches, with support for up to 220 pounds, and large is for 5 feet 11 inches and taller, with up to 395 pounds of support. The small and regular sizes start at $519, while the large runs a little higher at $569. The Titan Evo usually goes on sale a few times per year, so keep an eye out for discounts before committing to the full price. Coming in number 3, Herman Miller Embody. Perhaps you've heard of the Herman Miller Embody. It has been a stalwart of our best office chair lists for years. Now it occupies a place in the hearts of both gamers and office workers because the famed chair manufacturer has partnered up with Logitech to create something tailor-made to our gaming rumps. It's not so much the changes that make the Embody stand out as one of the best gaming chairs going. It's what's been kept the same. It's mostly the same, a very sought-after office chair with a few gamer tweaks to the materials in the seat. And the new moody styling, of course. That means you could just as easily pick up the regular Herman Miller Embody here and not miss out on much. Overall, it's incredibly comfortable over prolonged use, supports an active and healthy posture, and easily fits your frame. The warranty is also a standout feature. At 12 years, including labor, and rated to 24-hour use over that time, it's a chair that is guaranteed to last you over a decade. So while the initial price tag may seem steep, and that it is, the reality is you're sure to get your money's worth in the long run. And your back will be thankful for it, too. Coming in number 2, Steelcase Gesture. The Steelcase Leap is one of the most iconic modern chairs, with a price to match its performance, but we prefer the newer Steelcase Gesture for several reasons. Foremost of which is, holy smokes, it feels good to sit in. Mere words simply can't do the sense of co-setting any justice. If your eyes are still watering at the cost, know this. Much as we enjoyed the other chairs singled out here, none of them came close to the pure comfort of the Gesture. Imagine your butt and back being perfectly cupped by the giant ever-loving hand of the deity of your choice. That's what the Gesture is like. Or, as it became known amongst us testing it, the dream chair. Anyone who spends a significant amount of time in a chair should seriously consider splurging on this one. The steep price buys you a lifetime warranty and your butt the most comfortable embrace it'll ever experience. What more could you ask of a chair that you spend countless hours in? Coming in number 1, Office Star ProGrid. Office Star's line of chairs doesn't look noteworthy initially, but the customer reviews are consistently good. We like the ProGrid Back Manager's chair a lot because it offers the kind of tweakability usually only found on much more expensive models. Using its daunting array of levers, you can adjust the chair's height and tilt, plus slide the seat pan forwards or backward. The backrest can also be shifted up or down, and the armrests raised or lowered and slid back and forth until you find the perfect position. It may take a while, but once you tune it to your liking, the chair becomes incredibly comfortable. With so much customization, the ProGrid is a strong choice and very hard to beat at this price. One important thing to note, though, is that its budget credentials take a tumble if you try and purchase one outside of the US. Depending on where you live, import and shipping fees can push the price tag up to the same level as our recommendations.